reaching out to me, Mike, I know you're in real estate, we look into, if I want to flip a place and, which I would love to help them do, but there's a lot to it. It's just not as simple. I think that they give us a very quick version of it on the show. So I thought today, guys, we tackle this topic, maybe Melody, good to start with you. How does somebody get started if they're thinking about flipping a house?
Yeah, perfect. So I'm Melody. I am based in Toronto and I'm with Forest Hill Real Estate. So to get started, the first thing that you really want to do is to research the market. So you want to learn where people want to live and research popular housing trends. What I can recommend is to partner up with a real estate agent or realtor to learn the market and find a house to flip. They'll help you understand market conditions, determine necessary repairs, and help time the sale too. Also note that there are many house flippers that are actually licensed real estate agents. And another piece of advice is to become familiar with the class ranking system. So that real estate investors use for neighborhoods, which are classes A to D. A class A neighborhood are at the top of the market with the highest real estate prices, and class B and class C are neighborhoods that are middle class and working class neighborhoods, where class D neighborhoods are the poorest areas. For the first flip, we recommend to choose class B and class C neighborhoods as they're more affordable and move faster than the high-end homes in class A. And they don't come with the potential problems of homes in class D. So that's a little bit of advice that I have for today. Back to you, Mike.
Great tips, Melody. Those are some really good things for somebody to think about. So, Dabber, I think when somebody's getting into this, it's exciting, it can be fun, but at the end of the day, you want to make some money, right? That's what it's all about, the return on investment. So how does somebody make money doing this? Oh, Dabber's on mute.
Sorry, did that to myself. So I think ultimately you want to buy for less and sell for more. I think that's the ultimate goal if you're flipping a house. So you need to, as Melody suggests, you need to research the neighborhood. You need to find the houses that are so-called in distress. Obviously realtors would have, their finger on the pulse. They would know where things are and who's selling what and where you can find properties like that. Now, the second thing, and I think even more important than finding the property that can be used for flip, to flip and to make profit on, is what kind of repair does that property need? Like certain repairs, it's same like when you're preparing a house for sale, whether it's for flipping or you're selling your own home. If you over invest in something, are you going to get return on your investment? So if you're putting, granite countertops everywhere, and top of the line appliances everywhere, is that going to come back to you in terms of a profit? So this is something that a good contractor to have that kind of person on your Rolodex, somebody you can talk to and see what the price for material and for labor to fix that kind of property, what it's going to cost, and then tally it all up. Obviously, being good at math is and finances is a bonus. And then ultimately, where will you find the money? Because you need to be able to finance that entire purchase and the repair before you can turn around and sell the property and get the profit back. So, traditional banks are not going to be they're not going to be open to giving you a mortgage because they want somebody that will be, locked in a mortgage for like 20 years and paying it off. That's how they make their money. So you're looking for a loan unless you have cash to pay outright. So having your finances sorted, having money to buy the property and to repair the property, having your finger on the pulse, how much thing costs and how much time it takes and what the market can bring for that kind of property once you turn it is I think the number one thing. So having connections with the right people in the industry is number one, in my opinion, if you want to be successful as a house flipper. So that's all I have right now.
That's great. Well, it's a lot, Dabber. I think that I'm hearing a theme between the two of you. It's finding the right partners, right? Whether that's, certainly finding the right realtor, which I know you mentioned, Melody, finding the right financial assistance, and certainly finding the right partners that are going to be doing the work on the place. So, Elise, it can't be cheap to flip a house, though. Can you give us some perspective on costs?
Yeah. So my name's Elise Baumeister. I'm with Red and White in the Waterloo region. So This is always the number one question that buyers ask. They always want to know, you know, how much, what is this going to cost me? A real estate agent can't give you a number. We can kind of help you, guide you, you know, go around the house and say, hey, look, the furnace is about X amount of years old. This is probably going to have to get replaced. You know, this could run you, let's say, $10,000. The air conditioning has to go. This maybe could run you $3,000. Please don't quote me on these prices. I'm just talking. You know, the bathroom, that might be $5,000. The kitchen, that could be, you know, $50,000. Everything just depends. It depends on the square feet. My husband builds houses, and I always come home and I say, you know what? I show him a picture and I say, what's this going to cost to fix? And he's like, Elise, like, I need square feet. I need this. You know, are they going with high-end countertops? Are they going with quartz? Are they going? So it all depends on that. But it is important when you're going through the house. I just went through this with some buyers, and making a list of what needs to be fixed in the house. So we need a new kitchen, we need 2 new bathrooms, we need a whole new basement, we need this, we need new doors, we need new windows, and you add all those approximate costs up and then add a little bit more. Something really important that I want to note that you should keep in mind as well is you want to know, what is this house going to sell for post renovations, and always paying attention to what are bungalows that are completely renovated going for in this neighborhood. So let's say $800,000. What's it going to cost me to do the renovation? So you want to take about 70% of the estimated after renovation value, and then you want to minus what those renovations are going to cost, and that is the price that you should pay for that home, and no more. Otherwise, you could be sitting on this property for a little bit before you actually make any money. So there's a lot of math. It's so important to get someone else involved that knows what they're talking about, like a general contractor that can come in and give you a better price range. So, and Mike, side note, you make me want to go to Dominican with those leaves behind you.
Thank you. That is a good background, isn't it?
It is. I like it.
Good stuff, Elise. I mean, I'm thinking, you know, continuing to hear the theme, do your homework, partner with the right people, and, you know, don't just jump into this. And so I hope, you know, guys, that, you know, anyone that's out there that was even considering a flip, or maybe now is considering a flip, that this would be some helpful information for them. And, you know, with that, I think that we're done with today's episode. Look forward to getting back with you guys probably in a couple of weeks, and we can share our next episode out with the group. All right. Have a good one.
All right.
Bye.